Okay, stream is up.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the South-Afrifur podcast. Tonight with us, we have Electrocat from East London.
Hello.
There she is. And obviously, the three of us, myself, Ivic, Scratch, and Inpw.
Hello. Wait, is
Welcome.
it East London or PE?
PE actually, but I didn't want to say anything.
Oh.
East PE. Eastern Port Elizabeth of the Eastern London area, divided by 25.
That is actually correct. We are on the east side of PE.
Woo! Okay.
East Coast, what up?
Word up,
God,
bro.
I am so tired.
West side is best. Actually, we and PE can have this discussion. West side is better
Why?
than east side.
Why?
Because it is. We
Why?
have Table Mountain.
Okay, so you've got a bloody rock going into the sky. That's fascinating.
It's better than no rock going into the sky.
Well,
No.
actually, the way that I see it is Port Elizabeth looks like a dirtier version of Cape Town.
Shop-worn version.
Now, it is since I got rid of the dolphins. The dolphins made PE cool.
Yeah. How do you get rid of dolphins?
You sell them to Hong Kong.
Success.
Oh, didn't they just sell it to themselves and start coming in their ship? Fuck you, dolphin!
No, what actually happened was the Oceanarium's tank was damaged. So they couldn't afford to repair it, so they had to sell the dolphins to try and repair the rest of the place up.
Ugh.
So they ate the dolphins now.
I don't know.
Well, I mean,
What?
it is China.
You never know.
From what I know, there's somewhere in some
Have you
ocean.
watched that film, The Cove? That
No.
documentary?
No, I haven't watched it.
I know I should have, but right now it's like, to me that's kind of like trying to play The Walking Dead again. It's like I know it's gonna be educational in some way, but God, I just do not have the energy for that right now.
I like The Walking Dead. That was a nice game.
That was a fun game, but so emotionally draining.
I'm never gonna watch that game again or play it or anything like that. No.
It's so good. It's so good.
No. Also, that one glitch that I think PewDiePie found when he was still cool. When he... Yeah. No, if you hear like a weird sound, it's my mic touching my zipper.
I know, I'm a bit soft. Let me try to just adjust the volumes. I think that should be fine.
That'll do.
I
Okay.
think this is fine.
Any case, so anybody who's on the stream right now, please just have a listen to, or have your questions ready for Electrocat. She is our illustrious artist from the Eastern Cape. I think I can try to do
flatterer.
that better. No, I actually said that on like all the tweets and things, and twats and whatever. So yes, no, you are definitely an illustrious artist. You're very, very good at what you do.
Yeah. Illustrious, like illustrate.
Haha, that's exactly what I'm doing.
I'm in a very weird mood today. I apologize in advance.
It's okay. We still love you.
He is drained of all his energy. They went to what?
Robertson Wacky Wine.
In
Never
the
going
shit, in the shit cold, they went camping.
in the shit ass cold. It was so bad.
Delightful.
Yeah. I'm doing that again soon. I'm so over wine fests. So
Well,
over
I mean, you live in Cape Town, so wine fests are pretty much the only things that you guys do.
Yeah. 'Cause
No,
yeah.
the people here just like to go to the mall and shit.
Yeah, and drink wine.
And lose the directions. Never ask a guy from Cape Town for directions.
Yeah, don't do that.
Everyone has a smartphone with GPS. Just do it yourself. God.
No,
Yeah, no.
I think Wackhead Simpson had it on his show one day. I listened to I felt stereo here sometimes online.
Oh.
It's like, yo, bro, you ask a Cape Town guy to get on a GPS view, and he's like, the GPS talks. Okay, bro, I'm not 100% sure where we are, but I think it's that way.
That's funny.
So the Cape Town
Wackhead
GPS.
actually almost caused probably most of the morning car accidents in Johannesburg.
Wouldn't be surprised.
I thought for a second there you were gonna say that Wackhead almost made you die. Would like choke on your freaking morning cereal.
Well, that actually almost happened as well. But actually, no, not the morning serial. When I used to drive to Johannesburg, but now it's called the Breakfast Express. I still like the show when it was the Rude Awakening with Jeremy Mansfield.
The Rude Awakening.
Oh, but Jeremy Mansfield was awesome.
Yeah, he was funny.
Still is.
The guy had the last year or 2 years that he was on the radio, he had so much shit. He had leukemia and yeah.
Mm.
But we don't have that here. We don't have like cool radio stations like that here. Fuck it. You know what the worst thing is? My car is basically tuned to 5FM. I don't even listen to radio because I don't listen to 5FM, but we don't have like a funny morning show.
Poor person.
Yeah, KFM is pretty straight-laced.
Yeah, well, actually...
It's
Volume is full, dude. I
Technically you
can't
kinda
turn it
do.
up anymore.
It's all choppy.
Yeah. Ivic, you still there?
Mm.
Oh, there you are.
Chop, chop.
I probably just need to
am I?
sit upright and
Hello?
talk into the mic like this.
Yeah, stop slouching.
Yeah, don't slouch, man.
I'm not
No.
slouching, I'm sitting back. Now I have to slouch to be closer to the microphone.
How do you... a slouch is a backwards movement with leaning back. Oh my god. Sorry.
What are you doing?
I just almost fell over.
Don't fall over.
It's not a good look for you.
That depends. I'm gonna stop that one.
Yeah, I know where you're going, and no.
Yeah.
I know where all of us are going, and it's not a pretty
No,
place.
but
It's
I'm
hard
not
there.
going there. Is it? Is it hell? Yes, of course.
Maybe.
So any case, failing questions from the audience. What have you been up to recently?
Me?
Hmm?
Oh,
How are you doing?
Doja's been visiting. Last week, went to some of the game parks, went to check out the oceanarium. I'm enjoying that.
Was
Pretty cool.
PE?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's cool. I need to go to PE.
Yeah, just come visit us. It'll be nice.
I haven't been there like in forever.
I don't think I have ever been in PE. I've been to everywhere else in the country, including Messina, which is like the northernmost town in the country.
I've got a lot of nice coastal areas you can visit, and the game parks.
A question from Spirit Runner. How do you draw so well so quickly?
I don't know, is the short answer.
The long answer is practice.
Yes.
The short answer is a prodigy.
Prodigy. She's definitely a prodigy.
No.
It's
I don't know. You start small. Start practicing with spears. Start practicing out of shade, and work on construction. Try to break your art into simple shapes like circles and spears and squares, and then just
Or
start
witchcraft.
molding it. And the rest will come in time. It's just a lot of practice.
Second question from Zanduin. I keep thinking. Tell you what, if that was properly like South African, then his name would be Anduin.
No.
Do you like drawing scenes or furries themselves?
I don't understand. Do you mean, do I like drawing landscapes, or do I prefer drawing the animals?
We'll get back to that question as soon as he clears that up. What do you draw in your free time?
Furries.
Okay.
When I have some free time, I'll do stuff with my persona, or I'll do a few things for my friends if I have the time. If I have some time before stream, I'll do a little birthday pic for a friend or something.
Next question. What is the most complex drawing you've made? I think we've asked this one before, but
I
you can
believe
pop
we
that
did.
link again.
Yeah, I believe we did this. It was a ref sheet. With Dragonus, the million Dragonus. I don't have the stream chat open yet, so I'm just going to pop in Skype for you.
No problem. How do you do your tune commissions, and how complex are they?
The tune commissions aren't that complex. Basically, I do it like the ref sheet ones, but I'll actually skip a step and I'll go straight to inking instead of doing the cleanup layer. So it gives them this really toony, sketchy feel when it's done.
Okay.
So run that by me
Alright.
again.
For the tunes, when I do a tune, I will make the sketch and I'll ink it directly. When I do a ref sheet commission, I will sketch it, I'll clean up the sketch, and then I ink it.
Okay.
So it's less detailed.
Yeah. Okay, gotcha.
No, that is quite complex. Did you have to do all of those dots individually?
Yes, I'll actually show you what I had to work with. Dragonus. Where's Voldon?
That is insane.
She actually gave me that to work with, and she said, this isn't what I want, the spots aren't what I want, the wings aren't what I want, the fur color isn't what I want. So I said, okay, you know what? Let's start from scratch, and let's do it right. And that actually took a whole day, and well, when we were done, she was happy, I was happy. Came out very nice. But yeah, that took a bit of work.
Who was the most? Which commissioner was the biggest nightmare for you to handle? Like
me.
You have to name names. Just sort of. What was the process to get through the worst commissioner you've had?
I'd say my work with some of the German first were interesting because I've actually had to learn to speak a little German to deal with them.
Mm-hmm.
The word is meticulous.
Yes. So they would actually type into Google Translate and paste it to me, and I would get things like I want to become a wolf, and for the Germans, become means to get. So if they want to get a commission, they'll say directly translated, I want to become a commission.
Okay.
So I think my work with the foreign speakers was probably the most difficult to deal with.
I can imagine. Ich bin all that.
Yeah. I thrust you completely.
Yes. Yeah, it's actually a poor Nightfarer. But yeah, I actually made one of my worst typos dealing with Nightfarer. One of the German verse, because the U and the I are too close on the keyboard. And I actually typed Nightfuhrer to him one day, and I was like, oh, did I just do that?
Nightfuhrer.
Nightfuhrer. But he laughed, he loved it. It was funny.
Du bist eine Nightfuhrer. Out.
It's funny.
No, he loved that.
Have you guys seen that little video that shows you all the different languages in German compared to German, and show you how violent German sounds when you say anything?
Of course it does.
There was this
Ich liebe dich.
There was this video made on YouTube for it, and in these simple terms, freaking hell, everything in German sounds terrible.
German is quite a complicated language. Like, you won't say I'm hungry. You'll say I have hunger, stuff like that.
I have hunger.
But that's how I say I am hungry.
I have hunger.
I have hunger.
Give me a schnitzel.
Spirit Runner asks, what's the easiest way to contact you for a commission?
You want to go to my website? I'll write it down for you. It's electroportartworks.com.
In fact, you know what, I can get that. I've got you on speed type. Whoops.
Yeah, there's forms you can use. There's adoptables in the adopt shop. My email address is on the queries form. If you want something that's not on the site, just send through a query and we'll figure something out.
Secondary question, how many countries have you commissioned with?
Oof. I don't know. I've worked with furs all over the world. I've done Australia, a lot of Americans come in, a lot of people from the UK, different regions of Europe come in. We get the Germans, the Swedes, Russians. I've worked with Russians. Yeah, basically all over, I'd say. And it's always interesting because you get to know a bit about them, the culture. Sometimes you can talk with them and learn the accents. It's very interesting.
What's the most... Okay, aside from that typo of yours, what's the... No, I had a question and it just kind of left me. No, never mind, carry on. They're nada, nothing. Any Brazilian furs come your way?
I don't think I've actually met a Brazilian fur, no.
No, we have, yeah.
No, I don't think so.
If we do have I think we've got like 1 or 2 little connections from our side. If the Brazil-furs actually want to get sort of involved with you.
Yeah.
That should be nice.
If Fox T is any
Nothing
indication,
better than
then
getting Brazilian.
Dude.
Yeah. Well, welcome to For Like for Art. I stream almost daily. I'm off this week, but
For obvious reasons.
they can come watch. Check out For Art. Check out the website. Send in a mission request and we'll do something.
who are your major influences, like artistically?
I think we've asked this question, but go for it.
Did we?
I actually started drawing for the Lion King fan art archive. So I was heavily inspired by the Lion King when I was young.
Very Disney.
Very Disney. I'd freeze the frames. I could, say a lot of those movies off hard, line by line. I'd freeze the frames and draw it. I dabbled in animation a little bit. So I'd say Disney is a very high influence.
I still remember that animation that you did. I think it was 2007, 8.
I think it's
Was it 2008?
I think so. It was 2008 or 2009.
With the Loving Spoonful.
Mm.
Do you believe in magic?
Any young girl's song.
Sorry, I cannot think of that song without thinking Team Fortress.
Oh, but of course. Have you ever dabbled in like human art?
I've tried. I can do a bit of those anime cat girls. I forget something Nico you call them.
Yeah.
I can do that a little bit. I prefer drawing furries. I love drawing furries. It's my thing. But I am capable of doing humans if I have to.
No, I know. For some reason, like to me, drawing humans, it's like you know exactly what you're working with. So there's this, well, you know exactly like what's wrong if something goes wrong drawing a human, because you stare at them all day. So
No, for me it's more like I think every person, if they're furry or not, they have an affinity with a certain animal. So for me, looking at a human, that doesn't feel like looking into a mirror like when I look at my furry. I like to draw that in an animal. That's what I do. So.
And you get paid handsomely for it. So well, yeah.
It's alright.
Have you ever had to draw somebody's inner animal without you?
Without?
Without
Yes.
what?
Without any sort of background information.
Yes. Some people come in and they're like, draw me a furry. And I'm like, okay, what do you want to be?
I don't know.
Like, yeah. So I'm like, okay, there's different ways to do this. You can go the a Native American route where they go with a spirit animal. There's tests you can take online to help you with that. Some people like to go with an animal they fear. Other people like to go with an animal that's close to them. That's why you'll see a lot of people have domestic dog and cat personas, things they grew up with. Other people have animals they truly admire, like they'll admire the lion for its strength, or they'll admire the tiger for its stripes, or they like the way it looks. Everyone has their animal. So I won't choose a furry for someone. I'll have them tell me.
Out of your commissions, what is the most common that you see? Obviously, I would say canine, but I can't actually say that. I need the answer from you.
Yeah, generally you see a lot of dogs, you see a lot of big cats, you see a lot of dragons. Those are your top 3. Out of the dogs, the wolf and the fox.
Dragons.
And then huskies.
Have you ever had to draw a flying spaghetti dragon?
No, but I will put it on my to-do list.
Flying spaghetti dragons. Cool.
Daruska
Okay.
is asking, would you ever pursue a career in full-time animation, or are you most comfortable with art? More comfortable. Yeah, most comfortable.
I actually did want to go to animation school, but when it came time to do that, Dad said, there's no money in art. You're not gonna get far with this. 3D is the way to go, and he sent me off to IT school. So I would actually like to go into animation, but it's just a hobby I dabble in now and then. Animation is expensive to make. It takes long to make. It's painstaking to make.
Yeah.
Bandit says that you have drawn an Eastern dragon, but you don't talk about it.
I have done a what?
You have done an Eastern dragon, but you don't talk about it.
I've done an Eastern Dragon, but I'm not happy with how it came out because that's the first time I drew it, and I was looking at this. I'm like, the commissioner was happy, so.
Okay. Well, if the commissioner's happy, then
Yeah.
go sports.
Mm. I wanted to do that over, but he was like, no, leave it alone, I love it.
That's good to hear.
Yeah. When let's ask this one. Were you always just doing digital art, or have you ever done like normal traditional art?
I've done traditional, I do like to paint now and then when the opportunity presents itself. The problem for me to do traditional art and working with people overseas is it's cheaper and easier to work in digital.
Yeah.
Because the moment you go traditional, they want you to mail the art overseas, you have to buy paint, you have to buy brushes. All this stuff requires upkeep.
And corrections are obviously a bitch.
Yeah.
So when you do it digital, you can sit here, you can stream it, the quality is crisp. The guys overseas know exactly what they're getting. It's easy to fix a mistake, and you can keep the price down because the material cost goes down. So we prefer to work in digital.
Do you go into? Are there any sort of like alternative cons or anything like that you go to in the Eastern Cape?
No, we don't really have anything like that. We used to have a yearly fur meet, but that hasn't happened for a while because, the local furs kind of drifted apart for a while. I mean, Nanook went to Australia, some of the other furs don't get along, so mostly we keep to ourselves.
Welcome to the furry land.
Welcome to South Africa, furry land.
No, I would genuinely like to see a con in South Africa, but
Well, we're getting there. We're definitely getting there. Keldon is speaking to me now. Eventually, he'll start doing what he needs to do. We're actually starting to get everything sort of ready. There's people still haven't gotten back to me for freaking Bloemfontein. I fucking phoned them. They phoned me back and they said, no, we'll talk to you tomorrow.
furries.
That was a week ago. So that was Bloemfontein. But above and beyond that, we're also going to start where we're getting an NPO account, getting that ready and things like that. There are a whole bunch of other things that we're also going to be looking at doing before the end of this month, which I will speak to the people that be
Relevant parties.
relevant parties. Yes, that's the word. To be able to get all this stuff done. For now, it's just Keldon or Yukon.
He's a good guy. He'll help you out.
He's definitely helping me out. He's bought I don't know how many of these things he has, but he has like almost 10 different vapes at this point. It's absolutely insane. And the newest one that he has is this massive freaking Majikana thing that gives off smoke for like almost a fucking meter.
Nice.
So yeah.
Odd hearing someone measure smoke in distance. But yeah.
It's literally a meter. It just goes. And people, you have no idea how big this is actually getting. It's insane. People have started modding their.
Ivic? Apologies for that. I think we're online again. Hello.
No idea what happened.
Hello.
Sorry.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Did we all drop or did I just drop?
I've got no idea what the hell just happened.
I think everyone dropped. Sounds like it.
Yeah. My my thing, my kilobytes per second or kilobits per second went down like to naught. So. Anyway, is everybody back?
EC is still waiting.
Are we back? We
Not
alive?
yet. EC is still waiting. Scratch is here.
Yeah.
Scratches here.
Yes, I am.
Scratches. Apparently you've gone soft.
Yeah, my volume is tricky. It's giving me nonsense at the moment.
I wonder why.
Yeah. Is everybody all back? Almost. No, EC's dropped off completely.
She's on my side, but she's not answering.
Harness.
Yeah. Minor technical issues.
And yeah, this is part and parcel by now. I mean, seriously.
But this one isn't as bad as drop for frames. Just check the frames.
It's perfect.
Secondary question.
Oh, good.
It just dropped the Skype
This is
call.
perfect.
Thank you.
Easy, come on, answer.
Answer the damn phone. Yo, pick up her phone!
Can you quickly message her and I'll tell her that I'm trying to phone her or something? I don't know.
Do we have music?
No.
So, yes, sir.
Well, now we have music.
Hello.
Hello.
Are you talking to me?
Welcome back.
Hello.
I'm actually painting over the screen, and sometimes God doesn't like it.
No, it wasn't just you. Everybody dropped off. For some
Could
reason.
have been like a general thing.
Everybody
Sometimes
just
that
went,
happens.
with our luck.
Everybody do that.
Do the drop.
Nothing happened to the music. I just don't.
What happened to it, Jazz?
I just didn't put it on today.
Today and like quite a while actually.
No, actually, I did put it on last week. I think. Yeah, I did.
Okay. So yeah, we need jazzy born background music.
Not format, elevator music. There's a difference.
Okay. So, where were we? I'm hearing a feedback point from somewhere else. Cat.
Let me check, but it's not me because this thing popped.
How's the development of the card game coming along? Friends and
Yeah, that was me. Sorry about that.
that's fine.
Friends is coming along well. We've added more packers to the deck. Actually, had Doge try it out tonight. He picked it up really quick, which is good. I want it to be one of those games. Pick out, get the basic rules, and go within 5 minutes. You know.
Okay.
That seems to work.
Unpoo, they can only hear you.
Yeah, I'm trying to sort out the volumes. For some reason, it just reset with the Skype coming back on. Everybody is softer for me as well. Talk.
I'll be like, hello, hello.
Like how bad?
Hello. Hello.
What the flip?
Has anyone seen that?
Nope.
Okay, hold on a second. Just hold on.
Yes, of course you're stuck, Cat, because you're in my jeans. No.
Okay, that should be better.
Are we all better now?
Are we all good?
Can you hear
Okay,
me now?
better.
They can hear us.
Arr, arr, arr.
Cat, just lap and no.
Ooh.
Yes, get off.
Ooh.
Okay, so. Okay.
Wait, what did we ask before we all dropped off?
The little doodle I'm working on is a link.
Are you
Doodles.
streaming that or not?
Oh no, I'm not. I can't stream with the Skype call, and they're listening in the living room. So
Okay, good. I relegate myself to like offline games.
Holy freaking crap! That is amazing.
Let me see.
Just a little scratch board style doodle. Side.
Zanduin is asking, would you be able to do a group drawing of the podcast members?
Sure.
If we could gather the money for yes.
Back us now on Kickstarter.
If it's for a South-Afrifur project, I don't mind. Just toss me a refs. I'll do it in my free time.
Yay. You're the best. Wow, that is good. Is this all like
That is amazing.
It's one layer, and I'll just take a white brush and blend it together. I've been doodling that since the call started.
It's just a white brush, and obviously the Wacom tablet helps with the different densities or different light levels. Cool. I have no control like that. I really want to learn how to do like more sort of stylized, especially shading. Like I can do some line work, but shading digitally still really like escapes me.
Just a little practice.
Scratch.
You'll get it in no time. Just draw every day. Get practice every single day. You'll get it in no time.
Smoke weed every day. Sorry.
Shut up. I was trying so hard not to get that stuck in my head. Absolute fool.
Yeah.
And then when that song escaped me, it was that Muffin Time one.
I've been watching that all the time now. It's amazing. I even posted it on the South-Afrifur forum. I was just like, yes, I'm watching this. I've watched it probably this week around about 50 times.
But that one thing.
Yes.
I feel sorry
something-
for you, especially that song. Eh?
It's something that I do at least 3 or 4 times when I get to work.
The Muffin
Yep.
Time song.
The Muffin Time song.
One with
Muffin
the
time.
kill him.
I don't know.
Kill me. Yeah.
I don't know what that is. So my brain just kind of went stop.
It is guy that took the snippets off of the ASDF GHJKL movie or whatever, ASDF movie, right? That is like, it's almost like stick figures on crack, which was this old YouTube phenomenon. And he took snippets of it and created a song, auto-tuned it and created a song called Muffin Time.
In the stream right now. Muffin Time.
Oh boy.
And
Don't
for
listen
your
to it
viewing
if you-
pleasure, you see?
I will not listen to it. It sounds horrific.
It is.
No, it's amazing.
It's weird.
It's all it is a muffin that really wants to be eaten. And frankly, I think ASDF actually got their inspiration from Rejected.
I promise I'll watch it after the chat. I'm scared Skype will crash again.
It's amazing.
It's already grumpy with me for having this huge canvas open.
Skateboards.
Skateboards. Alan, are you a cat?
What animal... Oh, wait, everything is in my way. Hold on. What animal is the most complex to draw?
For me personally or in
regards
general?
With regards to proportions and limbs.
Well, I'd say a horse is definitely on the more difficult things, and a lot of animators actually say it's very difficult to animate them realistically.
I can imagine.
So equines and things, if you want to draw them realistically, will be right up there for more difficult creatures. The cat on the other hand is one of your easier furries to draw, because how closely the proportions on a cat resemble the human face. They're one of the easier ones to start drawing if you want to get into furry art.
Spirit Runner is attempting to ask whether you'd be able to draw him. Is it hard to draw a fur that has a mix of more than 2 or 3 animals in it, like a horse fox?
No, not really. You just got to be careful when you make a hybrid how you do it. When you make a hybrid, the word hybrid actually means 2. So a tiger and a lion cross, that's a hybrid. If you do more than 2, it becomes a chimera. And when you make a chimera, you have to be careful not to make it look like the furry's parts are sewn together, like give it horse legs and give it cat legs at the front and give it freaking owl wings.
That's why I like circles.
You have to be very careful to make sure all that blends. But if you want me to try that furry for you, then I'll have you first come in for a temp sheet, and we'll figure out how to blend this creature together. I'll give you the temp sheet to look over, and then we'll make a date for a proper ref sheet.
There you go, Spirit. You're well on your way. Zanduin asks, what is the most recently loved animated or furry movie or TV show that you've watched?
Recently animated.
Well, recent animated furry or TV show.
Recent animated furry.
I assume recently viewed also sort of counts.
Well, what's that movie's name? They had this one with the pixies in the forest and stuff. What's that movie's name? I forget the name, but I watched that not too long ago. And there was Big Hero 6, I think it was. That was also a nice one. I'm not sure if it had furries in it.
Well, it had a fursuiter in it.
Well,
Voiced by the guy from Silicon Valley. Yeah.
As for general animation, when I watch it, I'm usually studying it. So I tend to watch the older Disney works and study the movement of the animals, look how they drew it. And then I'll actually try to mimic that. So I mostly watch traditional animation, classic animation things.
What was your opinion on... Sorry.
Go ahead.
No? You go.
We're not going to do this. Talk.
Beards first.
What's your take on the older things like Tom and Jerry? I mean, that stuff was...
Oh, that stuff is legendary. I mean, if you take what they had to work with and how well animated it is compared to the Flash
and how
animation.
many people were animators?
Yeah, it's like 3 or 4 people, a background artist, and an orchestra. That is the entirety of Tom and Jerry.
It's incredible. And, if you look at the Flash animation of today compared to how they did it back then, you can equate it to lazy animation today. Because a lot of that is actually tweaked for them. So if you look at cartoons like Dexter's Laboratory, they'll use something like Toon Boom. They'll put what we call a skeleton under the different parts of the animation. And you can actually click and drag your mouse to move it around on different layers to make the character move his arms and things. Yeah. All they do is actually animate the keyframes. I mean, you can, if you know how to use that software, you can do that in your living room in an evening.
You have a bunch of different mouths for a bunch of different vocals and vowels or whatnot, and
software like Toon Boom can actually hear the vowels if you put a soundbite into it, and you'll have a little lip syncing program, and you'll put your usually an ooh and an ah and a grin, and these different mouth movements. And the software in some of these things are so advanced they can actually put those vowels to the sound clip you're playing it.
Nice.
But
yeah, I understand what you mean. Like a difference between. I apologize for telling it over your sentence, Anpu.
No.
If you look at something like not to shit on it, but like Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends and Bubblegum and that new sort of weird style of animation, it's definitely like you can see it's more sort of just tweening and stretching movements more so than actual new frames or new sketches being drawn.
Yes. In the company's defense, though, traditional animation is hard work. It's expensive. It takes long.
Yeah, and they're running a series, which means that they need a lot of content really quickly.
No, fair point. Like I said, not trying to shit on it, but it's visible. It's not unnoticeable.
You can also compare the different animation styles used in a film that is done with some of the more technological software applications and stuff that we use, right? And compare the series before that. Let's say there's a Simpsons film, or you're watching the Simpsons show. You'll notice that there's a difference in animation. A lot of the animation in the show, everything would almost stand dead still, and it will only be the vocals. It will only be the mouth movements and a little bit left and right or up and down, but it's like this repeated motion. While in a film, you'll notice that the animation is almost throughout the entire film because they worked hard doing it.
Well, I mean, look at something like, Spirit, Stolen of a Cimarron.
Yeah.
Which was good.
Look at that horse animation. That is hand-drawn animation. Now, look at something like The Lion King. It's not as eye-catching as Spirit was, but that was, for the most part, hand-done. And I believe it took 400 artists 3 years to make that.
What, Spirit?
Lion King.
Oh, Lion King.
But now
because
you
I know
look
that
now you look
Spirit
at where they were actually using more of the computer aid. They could do Spirit in a shorter time. but you will never get the quality that the Lion King had.
Yeah, I mean, like the thing is that you could immediately see, like that was the one thing that actually annoyed me out of Spirit was the fact that you had this eagle like starting off with the entire journey thing, and you're just like, CG eagle, fuck it, no. That was my literal like reaction to it. I was like, I don't like CG eagles. It should be awesome.
But look at the Lion King. If you want that quality of animation, but it took 400 people 3 years to make that movie. Now you want to run a series like Dexter's Laboratory. You could make it look like that. You really could. You can gather the best artists in the world. You can pay them all the money in the free world, and they will do that for you. But if you want a 10-minute cartoon to come out every week like this, it's not going to happen. You got to tweak it.
Firstly, have you ever watched Lullaby for a Princess?
I don't believe I have. No.
Neither have I.
Sorry,
Raccoon, your question is null and void.
Sorry, buddy.
You know who's my favorite, like, Cartoon Network anthropomorphic character?
Do share.
Courage.
No, not Courage. But
Courage is amazing, though.
the bad character in that show called Cat.
Oh.
Little sport before dying, yeah, boy.
Ivic is old.
I still love that soundtrack that plays when he walks.
I think one of the creepiest cartoon characters came from that show. You remember that King Ramsey spook that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that creeped the hell out of me.
I think it freaked a lot of people out. Like,
Return the slab or suffer my curse.
yeah,
Oh, it gave me
Okay. In all fairness, Raccoon, that is a My Little Pony animation.
Oh no, then I won't know it. Sorry.
I just checked it out and I was like, okay.
No, you know, I really tried to give My Little Pony a fair chance. I tried to watch it. I didn't go, nope, I'm not watching it. But there's this pink pony that just completely put me off it. The pink one.
Oh, you.
Pinkie Pie.
Oh, great.
Pinkie Pie.
I can't.
Pinkie.
Can't
I have Pinkie Pie. I have got Pinkie Pie on my screen right now.
Oh.
She's looking at you.
Oh. No,
I tried to give the
Angrily.
show. I tried to give the show a fair chance. They should have changed the soundtrack, and maybe I would have gotten to the show.
I also gave it a fair shot, but I was like,
What? Did you want it to be all metal?
no. Who? Me?
I actually liked the theme song.
I need to watch the last
Not
episode.
for me.
I liked the theme song.
No, I like my
Microphone.
I like my comic. I like my cartoons a little bit more.
Anyway,
involved.
ow. We'll check it out, Raccoon, for aesthetics, I guess.
For research purposes.
You know who nobody talks about? Everybody always talks about Tom and Jerry and the Coyote and the Roadrunner and all those things. Nobody ever talks about Taz. Nobody talks about Taz.
Well, it falls in the same school. Like, it's still
I freaking dig Taz.
Warner Brothers.
And Taz was a lot of fun to animate apparently because all his mouth movements and stuff were done on the fly to really give him that random feel. So in the keyframes they animated Taz. Yeah, they'd have his poses, they'd have his spin, but that was done on the fly and up to the artist, and they had a blast drawing him.
I can completely see that happening. Like,
That's
like, didn't we have? Was it you who we had on the show talking about making like facial expressions as you draw them? So like drawing in public becomes this bit of a weird exercise.
It wasn't her.
Yeah.
It was Kate Manick.
Oh yes, it was. That's correct.
Yeah, I actually don't like it when people watch me draw. I'll sit behind a PC, you know, and I'll stream it. But, you know, people watching me from behind when I'm really into my art, I also do the faces, and it feels a bit weird.
Yeah, but if people watch you while you're working like that, it is even annoying.
Yeah.
You can't do anything right because somebody's like annoying you. That is it's not just drawing.
No, it's not annoying. It's like Doge was in here earlier. And I'm like, hey, you said you wanted to watch me draw when you come to visit, so, you know, have a seat. And I started doing it, and I'm trying to get into it, but I can't get into it. So what I do instead is I'll show him one of my techniques and explain it. But I can't sit here and really get into what I'm doing, as long as someone's looking over my shoulder.
Yeah.
Fair enough. I can imagine that gets a little bit tricky and or unnerving.
It's more unnerving because for me, even when I stream, I never do my warm-ups on the stream. I do my warm-ups before I go into stream. I make sure I've got my coordination right, then I'll put the stream on. I hate bumbling about and looking like an idiot while the stream is on. People don't want to see you scratching and control Zing every 2 seconds. They want to see the quick sketch, they want to see the flashing ink, they want to see the good stuff.
Yeah, we know all about being prepared.
Yeah.
This is a professional operation.
We're a lot better now.
Yeah, but I do.
In fact, we're a lot better
stream
since
every
last
time
time.
now.
Yeah. Raccoon, I'm assuming that, like, with the original song, it was 2012 that it came out, so that means that they did the animatic and everything up until now? Because I know that there's a song called Lullaby for a Princess. I've been checking it out now, so I was, like, sitting there going, like, if this was 2.5 years ago, I don't think My Little Pony was out then. Like, 2009?
I think My Little Pony's been around about that long. They've been making a fuss about it for, like, 2 or 3 years.
Gen 1 was better.
I don't mind.
Fuck you.
I don't mind pepperonis and stuff, you know. But I don't personally enjoy them.
That always the fucking reaction.
No, nobody ever talks. Everybody talks about the bronies. Nobody talks about the Sonic fandom, as well.
Sonic.
Yeah, because the Sonic fandom is Sonic as a game is a horrifying thing now. It's like a monster that has decided to sort of, it doesn't know where it wants to be. It's like, I want to be an RPG, but I don't know how to do this.
Yeah, but even the Sonic fan says that.
Yeah, dude, no. Sonic was a pretty decent game way back when.
Sonic was amazing. Sonic was amazing when we all had our Segas and we were cool kids because we had a 16-bit cartridge, you know. But
oh my god, yeah.
I played Sonic Generations on Steam not too long ago, and it's beautiful, but I'm not impressed. It's not.
And the soundtracks just come back to me like, oh my god. I remember the songs so well. Ice Cap Zone, Carnival Nights.
Yeah, but you're talking about all the songs that you will remember because apparently Michael Jackson was behind that music.
Yep, Michael Jackson was behind some of it. Yeah. I know the story behind that actually as well.
Did not know that.
That's all in Sonic 3 and Sonic 3 and Knuckles.
Sonic Knuckles was a good one. I like Sonic
Knuckles was a bad introduction because it opened the door to every single other character.
No, it was a bad introduction when it became a thing.
I think they should have stopped at Knuckles.
Yeah, I think Knuckles should have been the guy there. But then again, their representation of Knuckles in Sonic, I think it's Boom. Holy crap.
He's a complete, meathead.
In like, the original one, he was actually pretty smart and pretty sort of, like, okay to be, you know, with and everything like that. And, like, you kind of sat there going, like, new one, he's just like, hey there, let's lift weights.
Speaking of Sonic, have you guys seen those creepy pastas going around, that Sonic EXE thing?
Yeah, I try to avoid those.
What I did watch is that other show. What was it, Scratch? That there was also this YouTube show where it's Sonic and I don't know who the fuck else.
I don't know what show are you talking about? Like what happened in it?
Where it's like a complete drunk and whatnot, but it's all like.
Oh right, yes, I've seen.
Oh, that's right one, Sonic for Hire.
Sonic for Hire, yes, that's its name.
No, Sonic for Hire is actually pretty good.
It's funny.
Yeah.
I don't know. Sonic 64 wasn't bad.
I didn't get the opportunity to try that.
I ended at Sonic 3 and Knuckles, dude. When I was very, very young. When it was still called Dr. Robotnik.
Robotnik.
Not bloody Eggman.
I had the first Sonic game. I had Sonic and Tails, the second one I think, and Sonic and Knuckles. Those were the ones I had.
That was actually the only ones I had as well, but damn, it served its purpose. It was a fun game. I remember playing Sonic 2, the split screen lagged in some parts.
I never had lag on my Genesis.
We had split screen racing.
On the Sega?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, the thing is that split screen racing was around since Nintendo brought it out with the very
Mario
first Super Mario Kart, yeah. Super Mario Kart was a hell of a lot of fun. And oddly enough, Sonic actually brought out a racer that was supposed to sort of compete with it. And the thing is that it's actually not that... I actually bought it. I have the Sonic
R.
Racer.
Sonic
No,
Racer or
I
Sonic
don't-
R?
I don't know what it's called. It's
Sonic R was the pilot.
uh,
Like Butt Rock Anthem, Volume 77.
no... Man, the one that I bought, it's recent.
Oh,
Uh,
Sonic All-Star Racing or something. Isn't it?
Sonic All-Stars, yes. Sega All-Stars. Sonic Sega All-Stars. I bought that game. It's actually pretty interesting. It's a lot more fun than it actually pretends to be.
Stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know. Sonic
Did I-
has really sort of gone downhill, like far downhill.
Mm-mm. A fox guarding a chicken from two cats after Peter.
What?
It's a link that somebody posted. Kane. Okay.
Okay,
That
I've
is
seen that.
Moving right along. That's an interesting picture. Thank you, Kane, for sharing.
What other specific type of things are there? We talked about Sonic, we talked about... Well, the Lion King thing is also... There's a specific style that the fans of that actually like, and your drawing style is very close to that, the EC.
They're actually very full of nonsense if you want to make a TLK fan character. They can only have certain colors, they can only have certain patterns on their fur. So if you want to make a believable TLK character, there's a lot of work that goes into it.
You're never gonna please the fanboys, huh?
No.
Like I'll show you my Roddy actually. I'll just pull it up here. Okay, go.
I have a pair of sunglasses named after me.
Huh?
Oh my god. Jeez. That's intense.
Oh. Thing.
It's new.
I'm just gonna post this Lion King cat in the chat as well.
So you'll see for EC, I had to make her a lighter color. And she hasn't got a mane because lionesses can't have manes, so she's just got a white pattern there. And all the stripes are gone. But the general pattern stayed behind.
Yeah, I see.
And so
How many
Roddy's
different personas do you have?
I have... Oh, how many characters do I have? Too many. My main ones are EC the Tiger and Rocky the Lion. Those are the only ones I actually associate as a persona.
Mm-hmm.
I'll show you my crew page. You can see most of my characters. It's right on my featured submission. And the ref sheets. And the ref sheets are in the description. There's EC on the top left. That's the Tiger Dragon hybrid. That's my main. And my male form would be Rocky, the blue-maned lion.
And Waffles and Don and Sasha and Doob? Doob?
Yeah, those are characters. I don't associate them as personas. I just thought they looked cool, really.
Okay, before we're ending this podcast, I actually wanted to ask, how far is Forensi coming?
Forensi's coming along. Right now we have a problem with there being too many defenders. So I'm taking a few more slots for attackers if anyone is interested in Forensi. There's a Forensi link on my website. And
Which we did post earlier.
And you can actually apply for a card in Forensi. So we're just taking attackers right now, just to balance it out, and then the game should be ready. I've got maybe 20 cards to finish.
Nice.
I'm just going to repost this link here.
On the top right, you'll see a link to Forensi. If you apply for an attacker there, then it'll take you through.
That's pretty cool. Putting it back into the community's hands.
Yeah, I mean,
I think
It's
Torrents
awesome.
is going to be nice when it's done because it's a fast-paced and very random game. The attacks you make and the strategy, it can be turned around just like this, the way we laid out the traps and stuff. I think they're really going to enjoy playing this at cons and stuff.
Yeah, that's cool.
Okay.
Mm.
Should send us a copy for the con, or come to the con with your copy.
Well,
Yeah,
I will
you
do my
bet.
best.
Yeah, you got like
Alright.
a year and a bit to do it, so yeah.
Hmm. A year and a month, pretty much.
Oh, it's plenty of time.
Yeah. That's plenty of time. Okay. Cool.
Right,
Yeah.
well,
Any closing comments for Electrocat?
From the peanut
From
gallery.
the Peanut Gallery?
I love that word, peanut gallery.
Peanut Gallery is awesome. While you guys are waiting, I'm going to thank the people for listening. Thank you, Dan, Leo, Victor, Rakuin, Kinkinzadeh, Duroska, Cuddlewolf, Neon, Spirit Runner, and Kane. Thank you so much for having listened to the podcast. If I
Thank
have
you for
missed your
tolerating
name, yes, thank you for tolerating us. We're tolerable.
We're getting there.
Dan says whoop. Rackman says no, I'll go watch Lullaby and Marvel at Animation. Apparently it took 2.5 years to finish. He really wants us to watch that, so yay. Spirit Runner says thank you very much. It was very nice meeting you, Electrocat.
nice meeting you too.
In a way, obviously. Yeah. And we look forward to, hearing from you again. Kind of like having you on, which is why
Oh.
we asked you again.
Well, that's good to hear. I thought it was a bit irritating.
No, not at all.
No, not at all.
Oh, well,
At least
happy
we
to
didn't
be
go
back.
for 3 hours this time around.
Oh,
Yeah, you're
yes.
Right.
Actually, you know what, Kane? There was in fact a swear jar cookie. For you, just so that we can tell you. Scratch said that Generation 1 My Little Pony was better, and I
Yeah.
said fuck you. So
Yeah.
there's 2 for you.
Yeah. It's so easy to piss off bronies like that.
Wolves.
We had a swear jar cookie, but then it overflowed when I started speaking.
Yep, basically.
Yeah. So anyway, thank you so much for listening to the podcast. We're sorry that we're only doing an hour, but
I am so tired now.
most of us are rather tired, and I have other pressing matters to get round to. I know that EC has a lot of pressing matters to get round to for the morning.
Mhm.
And I think Accretion's also quite tired. He went out last night. I had my hangover on Saturday, so I'm actually pretty cool. I'm going to drink some more wine.
Yeah, I'm just gonna eat pizza and then go to sleep right now.
You have
that
pizza?
is-
I had pizza 2 days ago.
Yeah, well, I had pizza because I haven't had solid foods in quite a while.
And
So
there
what
you
did
go.
you have?
I finished that little doodle I was working on.
Doodle. You call that a doodle?
Yeah, let's just pop that in shit.
I popped it in already.
Wow.
I are fast.
You work damn fast.
Okay. Wow.
A doodle. Holy shit.
The texturing is so awesome that it almost looks like sort of a bird cat,
No.
like a fluffy bird cat. Probably something along the lines of that.
No, we're not cutting it. We're just we've decided it before we continue.
Yeah,
Yeah.
everybody's tired. I'm still in
See,
pain.
the power is working now in Cape Town, so we're working double as hard for the next time the power goes down.
Yeah, there is
Yeah.
load shedding active though at the moment.
Just on point, and in respect to next week's podcast, we have Potteroo lined up again
Mhm.
to have a nice little chat with. I will try to get Shia on the line somehow, eventually, so we can get Shia coughed on as well. But yes, thank you so much, Electrocat, for coming to be on here again. Sorry for bothering you.
No problem.
Such short notice.
No worries.
All right, and so yeah.
So yeah, cheers, ladies and gents.
Bye bye.
Have a good one. Have a good one.
Sleep well.
Days.
Have a good one.
Yeah. Danger Dolan much?
You actually nailed
I
it.
haven't
You
watched
nailed
Danger
it.
Dolan in a while.